burgers.
Here we go. All right. Okay, let's just start.
According to one of the sites, OkCupid, people who display their vaccination status are 14% more likely to get a match. We have finally found the one thing that makes us all more attractive: a vaccination.
If any doctor gave you that, it's because you're that fucking weak you can't wear a piece of cloth! You're a fucking selfish bitch!
Run.
Extended version intro or
That's
what?
usually how long it is. It's just that we don't ever go that far.
Oh, we never take it that
no,
far.
we don't ever take it that far. But today we're taking things pretty far today. We're taking them pretty
So hold on.
far.
The reason you should get vaccinated is because on OkCupid. The fuck is OkCupid? Oh God, are we still working out technical difficulty?
No, it's just every time
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know which camera we're on. I don't even know if we're on live. Are we on live?
No, we should be back on live.
Are we live?
We're live now.
I don't know.
We're
I don't know.
fixed.
I don't know what Jim does.
We're fucking. It was working fine. It's
Jim.
Just, okay, we're here. Anyways,
Jim painted his hand so it looked like he's actually done some work today,
yeah,
which is BS.
yeah. We
But,
were working with limestone today, so
That's right.
We were burying bodies.
And then he chucked some of the limestone at my face, hit me in the nose. That's
Oh,
why
is
I'm
that-
bleeding.
Is that what they called it? Just show the good people at home. Oh, you do have a little cut on your face.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
I'll live.
Gosh, John, when's the last time we've been here? It's been so much that has happened since.
Jim, I
Yes?
don't think we're podcasting enough.
We're not.
I think after the Chinese flag debacle.
Yeah, we actually got death threats. That was fun.
Yeah,
That was
I
fun.
like it when liberals come
Yeah,
and
we
try to
don't-
start fights, and
we
then
don't-
when we go out to greet them, they run.
Yeah. We don't get death threats often, so when we do get them, we welcome them with open arms. Okay, let's just start.
Let's get into it.
I know you've been really busy, so you haven't had a chance to look at the news. But let's just
That's
quick
why I come here, Jim, so
flashback.
that I can get the real news.
flashback. All right.
Let's do it.
And if there's one message that I want to leave with you today, based on my experience, and you'll see that in a moment, is that there is no question that there will be a challenge to the coming administration in the arena of infectious diseases, both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that, but also there will be a surprise outbreak. There will be a surprise outbreak. There will be a surprise outbreak.
All right. So that was from a video that was actually banned off of YouTube. It was called Plandemic. Right.
Oh, I believe we saw that. Didn't we watch that?
I don't know if we saw it. I think it was before our time together.
I think I saw that separately, and you've seen it independently. But I think the lady who was on Plandemic was explaining kind of how she works with she used to work with Fauci, and then they took her life over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so they kind of had this already pre-planned way in advance. They knew that they were going to wait till election time to.
Well, I don't know about if they knew that they were going to wait for
Oh,
election
they knew.
time.
Oh no, they knew.
Let's just say for the sake
Let's
of
just
let's
say
just say for the sake of argument, they didn't know. Just say.
But let's just say they really did know and just advantageously ended up releasing it just in time for them to pass bullshit voter regulation allowing mail-in ballots, which the Democrats initially were highly against. Remember, wasn't it Klobuchar?
Well, let's focus. Let's stay
No,
focused.
let's just stay focused.
No,
Weren't the Democrats the ones? Wasn't
yeah, but-
Elizabeth Warren
yeah.
screaming about voter fraud with mail-in ballots?
Yeah, but we're
and
not
then all
talking
of a
about voter
sudden, now
fraud. We're
we're in the
talking
middle of
about,
a pandemic.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Pandemic.
that's a Freudian slip, but
Right,
we're in the
yeah.
middle of this pandemic,
Right, 'cause there was-
and then we just got to mail in our votes because it's not safe to go vote in person anymore. And then magically, at 4 a.m,
Yeah. But that's
all the
let's just
votes
stay
came
focused. So
in
we have a
for
lot,
only one candidate.
We have a lot to get to, so let's just stay focused. Election fraud is a different topic, but here's
We're not talking about election fraud. We're just talking about millions of votes coming in at 4 o'clock in the morning for one
This was an article
candidate.
back from January 11th of 2017.
I'm not claiming anything, Jim.
From Infectious Disease News, called with the quote, head title, whatever it's called, the title called "Fauci, no doubt Trump will face surprise infectious disease outbreak."
This is in 2017.
This is in 2017, right?
Good God.
So
How is it? How is like
quotes,
no one ever talked about this before?
Will definitely not. We'll definitely get surprised in the next few years, he said. End quote. Risks have never been higher. Trump, the real estate developer turned Republican politician, has worried some infectious disease experts with controversial and sometimes unclear views on certain health issues. Oh, he has worried some infectious disease. Okay, all right.
Yeah, but
The Ronald Klain, who coordinated the U.S. Ebola response for the Obama administration, said Trump's virtual silence about Zika outbreak and harsh comments about American volunteers infected during the West African Ebola outbreak is not the kind of leadership we need in our next president. This is all the way back in 2017.
wow.
So let's just assume,
So-
let's just give people the benefit of the doubt. And I know you're a big benefit of the doubt kind of guy. You see the best in people.
I do see the best in people, except when they're lying straight to your face.
Yeah.
They're gonna pretend like he didn't say that.
Yeah.
They're gonna pretend like now what's okay. Wait, did we put words in his mouth? This was not like a thing. This is not like a doctored video, right? This
No.
is him
That
talking
was
about it.
a legit.
That
video.
was a legit
This
video of
this is
him saying
a
that.
legit article.
That's a legit article by
It's,
who?
The Infectious Disease News by Gerard Gallagher. You guys can
Okay.
look this up yourselves.
They'll probably turn him into like some sort of like
Let's see.
deranged.
There he is.
Gallagher is an executive editor of Infectious Disease News, Infectious Disease in Children, and a former senior staff writer for Infectious Disease News.
All right, and then
Okay.
do we have an official rating by NewsGuard? Yeah, we do. There you go. NewsGuard.
Boom.
Right there, website here. So all 9 of NewsGuard's standard credibility.
100
So-
out of 100 score.
Right. So this isn't
Not
some
that we
fringe-
trust the fact checkers or anything,
Yeah.
but
if you
if you were going to fact check somebody, 100 out of 100 is a pretty strong score. So I'm just saying.
we'll get to the fact checkers. Well, this all culminated in what has now been known as the Fauci emails. Have you heard?
No, I have not been watching the news. You know, I don't have time for that
All right.
nonsense.
All right. Okay.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Let's-
In light of the
All right, so let's just really quick though, just to recap. The Fauci emails dropped this morning. It's hotter than the second coming of Jesus. All right, all right. And here's the way it's been being covered, right? Like obviously,
is this after Rand Paul called him on all the bullshit?
right? We're gonna cover that. We're gonna cover that very briefly. But here's the thing. So
Let's
everything
hear it.
that you've been saying,
Yes.
and you've been screaming at the top of your lungs on the top of mountains, right? And people have been calling you a conspiracy theorist, and you've been
Supposedly,
and people have been getting removed from YouTube and Facebook.
including us.
Including us,
We can't put
right.
ads on YouTube
We
or
can't do any
Facebook.
of that, right?
Yes.
Because it goes against the National Institute of Health, right?
Yes.
And the CDC.
Although we quote them whenever
Right.
we talk about
Yeah.
stuff. But
So,
okay.
okay. All of that is now being confirmed to some degree by these Fauci emails leaks.
Really?
So naturally,
Interesting.
so naturally, you're not surprised by this, right?
So should we just change the name from GasLit Podcast to Oracle John's News and
Dr.
Reports?
Fauci, do you
Just a
still
quick recap.
support
Let's just do this one
funding
first. Remember
of
this?
the NIH funding of the lab in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect that the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain of function research in the Wuhan Institute
Do they
of
fund
Virology.
Dr. Barrick?
We do not fund
Do you fund
gain.
Dr. Barrick's gain of function research?
Dr. Barrett does not doing gain of function research, and if it is, it's according to the guidelines, and it is being conducted in North Carolina, not
You don't think
in
inserting
China.
a bat virus spike protein that he got
guy
from the
laughing in the
Wuhan
background is
Institute
not
into the SARS virus is gain of function?
That is
You would be
not-
in the minority because at least 200 scientists have
Flustered.
signed a statement
Doesn't like
from the
his authority
Cambridge
question.
Working Group saying that it is gain of function.
Well, it is not. And if you look at the grant and you look at the progress reports, it is not gain of function, despite the fact that people tweet that.
So
they
do
write
you still
about it.
support
Conspiracy
sending
theorist?
money to the Wuhan Virology
Oh, so now it's a
Institute?
conspiracy.
We do not
Although
send
they're-
money now
they are
to-
doing gain of function research. And the fact that the grant says something doesn't mean that once they give the grant money to the scientists, they're not doing
which
gain of function.
later
which
in this video he goes on and
which
says
clearly
he goes on and says to
demonstrates
himself-
that that's what they did, right?
All right, so check this
Okay.
out. Here's an email drop. Are you ready for this bad boy? Let me get this nice and big.
For
the
those of
people
you
at
who
home.
don't understand what gain of function, it's like when you take infectious disease and you fuck with it to see how it could evolve. That's basically what they did.
All right, here it is, guys.
So instead of it taking like 800 years for a flu to evolve into something like a coronavirus,
Right.
they can do it in like 8 months.
You know, just imagine all the zombie movies that you see.
Yeah.
And where there are evil
We're almost
scientists
there.
in
We're
a
almost
lab
there.
accidentally
No, we're
releasing
almost there,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is an email exchange between Dr. Anthony Fauci and Christian Anderson.
How do they get this? Who got this? Please tell me, like...
You ready for this?
Is it
Guess.
Snowden?
No.
It wasn't Edward Snowden?
No, it's even more ridiculous.
It's Assange?
No. Really? That's some high regard. No, dude, this is America. It's got to be stupid.
Oh, it's like the secretary for Fauci.
Think even more stupid. Think American.
Kamala Harris.
Hold on, relax.
Oh, wait, we didn't say whore. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. No, it was all right. It was Freedom of Information request.
Oh, freedom of information
So it was a
request.
FOIA request.
Oh, so it was like a 5th grader who
Yeah.
like asked, and they're like, "Here you go, son."
Yeah, no, it was actually close to a 5th grader, like a 3rd grader. BuzzFeed News.
That's about on par.
Yeah, all right.
So BuzzFeed had.
But it's like, why has nobody asked for this?
So
why
BuzzFeed.
has nobody bothered
so
doing
BuzzFeed. Oh wow.
BuzzFeed of all people. But you know what it is? It's because
Of all investigative reporting.
the
BuzzFeed.
the hard-hitting reporters.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing.
While someone was drinking like an RC cola, thought,
Here it goes.
"Hey, you know what? Maybe we should ask about this."
Hey Tony, that's how cool they are with each other.
Hey Tony, can I read it?
Yeah, sure.
Hey Tony, thanks for sharing. Yes,
is all a quote from the
I saw
email.
this earlier today, and both Eddie and myself are actually quoted in it. It's a great article, but the problem is that our physiogenic, phylogenetic analysis aren't able to answer whether the sequences are unusual at individual residues, except if they are completely off. On a phylogenetic tree, the
Phylogenetic.
virus looks
The virus looks.
whatever the fuck it is. The virus looks totally normal, and the close clustering with bats suggests that the bats serve as a reservoir. The unusual features of the virus make up a really small part of the genome. So one has to
than
look at
1%,
really
0.1%.
less than
0.1% of the genome.
Less than 0.1%.
That's an unusual feature.
That's super low. So really closely at the sequences to see that some of the features potentially look engineered. Interesting.
Let's wait, before we continue really quick. This is back in January 31st of 2020.
2020.
All right,
This
so-
is right before, dude. This was right before I was gonna fly to China.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was gonna fly to China on the 26th, so this is like a few days after my flight got canceled.
all right. So continue.
But okay, we have a good team lined up to look very critically at this. So we should know much more at the end of the weekend. I should mention that after discussions earlier today, Eddie, Bob, Mike, and myself all find the genome inconsistent with expectations from evolutionary theory. But we have to look at this much more closely, and there are still further analysis to be done. So those opinions could still change. Best Christian.
All right. And this was Fauci sending an email and giving
This
them
just
a heads
came
up.
out today. You may have seen it. If not, it is of interest to the current discussion.
Yeah. So
What is that?
So it was. He was aware that there was.
So
a
he was
potential-
aware that it looked like it was engineered.
Right. And then after, according
So
to
him acting like he had no idea.
Yeah. So not long after this email, the scientists authored a piece insisting that the virus is natural, and Fauci said the same publicly. Right. And they do have the email. They do have the email where he talks about how
Wow.
he get the. Do you remember we posted up a tweet about that they're releasing UFOs because they want you to forget about these people?
Yeah.
And there was 3 scientists.
Totally.
There's one
They
scientist.
could be just doctoring those. Who even knows, bro? Whoever knows what they're doing
there's
with
people,
all that stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
Right?
people are saying this might be fake. These might be fake emails, but I think they're verified. But then again, it is BuzzFeed.
Have they
It is much-
acknowledged it?
Yeah, we'll
Well,
get
if
to
Fauci acknowledges
Well,
it, then how is it fake?
we'll get to it in a little bit. Hold on.
Okay.
Where are we going? What did I say? Okay, which brings us to the next point. Do you remember this? We're going back down memory road, John.
Wow. we're
According to
going in deep.
CNBC, back on July of 29th of 2020, right? Dr. Fauci's quote, Dr. Fauci says all the valid scientific data shows hydroxychloroquine isn't effective in treating coronavirus, right? You look at the quote. You look at the scientific data and evidence, and the scientific data on trials that are valid, that were randomized and controlled in the proper way. All of those trials show consistently that hydroxychloroquine is not effective in treatment of coronavirus. The director of National Institute of
Allergies
said,
and Infectious Diseases.
right, which was that's Fauci, right?
I guess.
Is that we
I
got to
don't
make
know
sure?
what the
Hold
hell
on.
he is. He's
Well,
some sort of bureaucrat.
yeah, here you go, Dr. Fauci. Yes,
Yeah.
coronavirus awareness. So
Okay.
Dr. Fauci. All right, contradicting Donald Trump's opinion of the drug. Right, we even
Okay.
had the fact checkers out there in full force. Right,
Yeah.
false. It don't work. Right. Okay, full force.
Just
Are you-
FYI, I helped my cousin, but
John, are you ready for this?
just saying.
Are you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Here, let's just start with the date on this because this is what's okay. So that was July. That was July that he was telling them, right? Where was the date? Oh, this one doesn't have the date. There was one that had the date. It was in March.
Did they clean it?
Doesn't
matter. Is it from Fauci?
Yeah, it's from
Okay.
Fauci, right? All right.
All right.
I've instructed my family and recently after family, close friends, to get some Alvesco for emergency use, right? I've been told by colleagues in frontline Japan, China, and Korea, and found several preprint papers that is an effective treatment, right? All right, it's okay. So that's fine.
late-stage
Okay, all
COVID-19
right.
patient.
So
Okay, cool.
all right, that's fine. That's totally cool.
Okay.
Let's continue into this email. It says right here, the other drug I have and have told my family and some friends to get is called hydroxychloroquine.
It also
Just
seems to
seems
be effective and safe.
Ah, gosh.
It sounds like he prefers Alvesco,
Right,
but
but
it also seems to be effective and safe.
All right.
Interesting.
so in March, he was telling his homeboys and his close associates, hey, hydroxychloroquine is the way to go. And then Trump overheard it somewhere on a, I don't know, on a
Probably.
meeting or something.
Well, I'm sure they told him that. Dude, Trump never comes out and he's like, you know what'll solve your problems?
No, he did. Yeah, he did. He did come
No,
out and do
he
that.
didn't.
Yes, he did.
He did not
He did
do-
come
he
out and
did
do
not
that.
say drink
That's-
Clorox
no,
like
I know
people
he,
are trying to
I know
claim.
he didn't.
Okay.
But he said it in a way that he knows that the media was on him at all times, that they can twist his words. And
Bro,
he's out-
that's how he
he's
was
out
with
here
everything.
spitballing. He's out here spitballing
But he
ideas.
always talks like
and should have
that.
not been spitballing ideas.
But
That's
he
all I'm
always
saying.
talks that way. You
Yeah, I know.
cannot blame him if
Yeah.
that's his regularly he's just gonna come out and he's gonna throw some shit at the wall and whatever sticks sticks. You know, that's normal.
Yeah, but that was the problem though. It was
But
shit. He
I
was
get
throwing
it.
shit
I
at
get
the
it,
wall.
bro. But it's not. He was not coming from a bad place. He wasn't trying to
Sure,
like mislead.
yeah.
He's not trying to tell Americans, you should go kill yourself. No.
Yeah.
He's trying to give people like options. He's trying to keep like hope alive.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Right?
No. Okay.
Instead
I'm
of
not-
like,
yeah.
it's all gloom and doom. Let's go in the bunker and never
Right.
come out. He's like, you know
Yeah.
what? We'll be all right. We're gonna be all right. There's some things that are working and some things are not working, and we'll figure it out. You know, no need to panic. Everybody calm down. The aliens, they live under the water and it's not bothering anybody. Just let them be. When they come out and they ask for money, we'll just print more money and give it to them. That's all.
Yeah.
We'll give them all our gold. We're going to start collecting everyone's gold
Yeah, so-
to give to the aliens so they can fly their spaceship back to their galaxy.
So here's the thing. So Fauci knew about hydroxychloroquine.
God, I hope
Fauci-
I know
Fauci-
I'm an oracle, but I hope that that doesn't come.
Yeah, please don't make
it
that
turns
come
out,
true.
yeah. Let me not foreshadow that one.
he knew about hydroxychloroquine. He knew about the gain of function research.
He knew that too.
That's the thing. It's not surprising.
It's not
to
surprising
somebody-
to us. It's not surprising to us. It's surprising that now when they're saying it on mainstream media, people are like, oh, wow, why didn't they tell us this before? Well, we've been telling you this. We've been telling you this since day one. When did we start broadcasting? January?
Yeah.
We've been telling you this stuff since January, folks. And you know who's listening? Nobody. You know why? Because we're the slowest growing conservative podcast in
Yeah,
America.
nobody's watching the show at all.
0 people. We cannot even get our own family members just to like let it play in the
they've
background while they're
abandoned
doing
us.
other things.
They've abandoned us, and that's
it's
okay.
sad.
That's just the way America
It's
is.
just sad.
That's America. You can do whatever you want. But you would think that
You would think like we would stop doing this show after a while,
you
but
would-
we don't give
No,
up, Jim,
No, we don't give up.
because we're degenerates.
Yes.
That's what you guys don't
Yes.
understand. That's what you don't understand, you liberal hippies. We're degenerates. We're worse than you.
Well, anyways,
We're not going to give up. We don't care. We don't care if nobody watches. We're still going to keep doing this show. We don't care if we have -6 viewers.
Yeah.
We don't care if we lose the viewership after every show.
Yeah, we get a copyright claim.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
care.
don't
We
care
already
about
got
that.
one. Probably.
We got several of them actually.
There you go.
We got videos
We've-
pulled down.
We've got videos pulled. We can't
Yeah.
run ads. Nobody watches the show. We don't care. We're still
do
doing the
this for
show.
us.
Exactly. We're
do
doing
it
this
for
for our
us.
own sanity,
Yeah.
so that we know we're not taking crazy pills. That's why it's called GasLit Podcast.
We are taking crazy pills though.
I'm not. I haven't started yet.
What have you been giving?
I
me?
just. I've been giving you my crazy pills.
Oh, okay, got it. All right. Okay, but you would think. All right, you would.
I flush mine down the toilet.
You would think that.
That's why the frogs are turning gay, by the way.
He's right. He's right. He was right about that. So you would think that these people would kind of get the hint, right? That maybe it's time to start asking some hard questions.
Nobody wants to ask anything, you know? Why think? What did that one kid say? There's this one YouTuber, he's like, well, I don't have to think. They just tell us what to do, and we do it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's this kid. Look up YouTuber. He's all like, you don't have to think. Yeah, he's got like probably like 20 million followers, and he's
okay.
telling his fan base, he's like, you don't have to think.
Oh.
You know, that's why we have the government, so they could tell us what to do, and we just listen.
I don't know if you made that up.
I did not make that up. That's 100%. That's factual, bro. I don't make up stuff.
No, I
Like,
know.
you
I
can
know.
play
We
it.
have no reason.
You can look it up.
Okay.
Some idiot was talking about how the government tells you this is what you should think. So just shut the hell up and listen to them. Why would you have your own opinion? Why would you even try to look into that? God.
Let me see. Okay, but you would think. Let me see. Oh, is this it? Why?
No,
That's not it.
that wasn't it.
What's up, kids? Mark
Why
here.
you should have
No,
fewer
this
opinions?
guy's a nobody. The guy I'm talking about had like 20 million followers. No, he literally said, you don't have to think. The government thinks for us.
Nice.
You could look that up. You
I
probably pull
approve.
that up on a thing.
Well,
You-
anyway,
and Jimmy approves
back-
that message
I do.
because Jimmy likes to think as minimally
It's a
as
lot
possible.
easier. It's
Plus,
a lot
he's-
easier when it's all
You know,
settled.
he only likes to do 70% of his work. So
All right. So,
the other 30%, he wants the government to carry over the goal line.
So Fauci has had his first interview today since the emails have dropped.
And does he acknowledge it?
And just
Well, you can check out for yourself.
Oh,
bro.
God. This is
on this point of your public profile, I read through your emails that were released, and I just want to read one of them. There were a lot of inquiries about your public profile. I mean, this very conversation was much harder to have under the ex-president. And this was your response to one about whether or not you'd have a press conference. You wrote,
Really quick, can I just make a quick note?
What did she just say? That's not true.
What?
Why was this information harder to have under the
Oh, the
ex-president?
conversation to have under because
Why?
it wasn't harder.
It was never hard.
No, everybody
Dude,
loved him.
Everybody.
It's
hold on.
framing. It's framing.
It's all
They're
framing.
setting it up for something
They're
else.
setting it up for
But can I
They're
tell you
setting it up
something?
to make it look like this was Trump.
Yeah,
covering
yeah.
up, so-
Is it just me or does Fauci look like he's already like his soul has left his body?
Oh, I think it left way before this.
He looks way more disheveled than usual. He looks like
yikes,
depressed.
that would make 4 days in a row without a press conference for me, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and tomorrow. I wonder if you feel like you're still making up some of that lost ground from many months under the last administration.
Another quick note. They have all the emails that they can pull out. They find the one and says, yikes, that would make 4 days in a row without a press conference. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. Is that
That's what they hit him
hard?
with.
Yeah, that's what they hit him with. Hard pressing journalism.
This is the after everything we just read right now.
Yeah.
That's what they question him on.
Yeah. They asked, so here's the first question. Why was Trump so mean and why were you so good at your job? You ready to continue with this?
Not just no information, but disinformation being out there. Do you still
conspiracy
see
theories now.
some hardness among his supporters around the vaccine or around some of these messages you're sharing with us today?
Again, Trump is a bad, mean man.
God, do we have any alcohol? This is unbelievable, bro. This is the mainstream media.
This is your mainstream media. So
This is your
Trump a
mainstream
bad
media
meme.
covering.
Why were you so good at your job?
Yeah.
Why is everybody so mean?
Trying
Because they
to
like
drum it-
Trump?
Trump, mean man. Bad orange man.
Yeah.
You so good.
You so
Why you so
good.
smart? Why they didn't give you enough Airtime.
Mind you, he gets paid $400,000 a year. He's the highest
This
paid.
guy gets the
He's-
president makes
He
400,000.
makes, the president makes like 200 some thousand.
No, the president makes like 450,000. I think.
Is it really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
450,000 a year.
President.
If he's making as much as a president, like what the F?
President's salary is okay, 400,000, right?
Yeah.
Saying okay,
Yeah,
that's pretty okay.
400,000 a year. That's right.
Let's go to Fauci's salary.
Kind of a weak ass salary for
Yeah, for a president, for
for
the
running the
leader of the
world.
high world. Oh,
Yeah.
here it is. Annual 500,000.
What? Well, how do you make more money than the president?
He's the highest paid bureaucrat in the world.
You were kidding me, bro.
Homeboy is making $500,000 a day. He's making
$2,000 a day.
He's almost making
Almost.
$2,000 a day.
We're in the wrong business.
We're in the
homie.
wrong business. We should be
How do we
lying
get
to
in that?
people.
How do we go into this bureaucracy gig? How do we get in there?
We got to kiss a lot of ass
Nah,
and take a
it's
lot of
not
no
for me.
and take no for breakfast. Does our friend Kamala Harris, Kama Sutra Harris likes to
Kama
say.
Sutra.
Okay,
Kama Sutra.
back to the why are you so awesome meeting.
Kamala, like Joe Brown likes to call her Kamala Harris.
Gosh, Joe Brown.
Oh man, we got.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that there are people out there who, for one reason or other, resent me for what I did in the last administration, which was not anything that was anti-Trump at all. It was just trying to get the right information, to try and get the right data. And what they didn't seem to understand, I guess that's understandable that they didn't understand it,
Yeah.
is that science is a
Congrats to
dynamic process.
Okay.
So something that you know in January, you make a recommendation or a comment about it. But as you get more and more information, the information leads you to change because that's what science is. It's
Okay, and then this is good. This is actually, from a PR standpoint, this is great, right? So he knows to go to the easiest news reporters because they're going to hand him home runs, right? And then he blames the scientific method, right? And then people who see this, they think, oh, well, yeah,
Wasn't
obviously.
his fault, obviously.
Yeah.
Stuff changes all the time.
Yeah.
We thought Pluto was a planet.
it's still a planet.
It's not anymore.
It's a planet.
It's
I don't
not.
care what they say. They can't
It's
just
not.
go. They
No,
can't just
I know
go
in
and
my
change planets.
1984
Nope.
book,
They can't
science
just go,
book,
yeah.
it is still a planet.
It's still a
but
planet now.
In the
According
new
to my
books,
encyclopedias,
according to edition number 72, now it's no longer a planet.
it's a planet. Anyways,
not.
but it's good. That's actually really good defense what they're doing.
Pluto is just
We-
Mickey's dog.
We believe in the science, which is why we were following the scientific method, which is why we
Had to change.
Right.
Because the
Right.
science proved that we were wrong.
No, but here's the thing. He knew about hydroxychloroquine
Of course he did.
before he came out and said that we should not be doing hydroxychloroquine. He
Yes,
knew about the
because
masks.
because he couldn't make any money off of that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't forget. Don't forget.
Yeah, and this is what they're gonna go with. They're gonna go with the science, right? Or we believe in the science. The same guy who told you not to wear masks because he said that we need the mask off we lied to you. We need the mask for ourselves, right? Let's continue. Hold on. This is getting very frustrating.
a self-correcting process.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So when you hear someone say something at one point, and then 2 or 3 months later, if you stick with what you said at the original time when you had 1/5 the amount of data that you have now, I think that would be inappropriate. It's appropriate, although sometimes it's difficult for people to understand how as you learn more and more.
Hold on. Did you just call everybody a bunch of morons?
I think what he's trying to say is the reason that I was telling people don't wear a mask, and then I said wear a mask, and then I said wear 2 masks, and then I said wear every mask that you can find from the store, and now I went back to, and once you're vaccinated, you don't need to wear anything, and the reason I'm wearing masks is just for theater, is because I'm coming up with the times. I'm just analyzing the data better, and I have more data to analyze, which tells me that every week I should change my opinion. You should all follow along.
And that's how you win a war. You fund both sides, right?
Yes.
And you always come out on top.
100%.
Which is why he can defend himself because
100% because he's playing both.
he's playing both. He was on every side. So technically he did nothing
He
wrong.
wins.
He technically did
He
nothing
wins.
wrong. Yep.
Guess who wins? It's just like when a lawyer represents you. You know who wins in a legal battle?
The
The attorneys.
lawyers.
That's it.
The attorneys. Yeah.
Everybody loses wet, sticky,
More.
and confused. But the lawyers, they always come up on top.
Fauci's not
You've got to
sticking
continue
confused.
to
All right, let's just finish
evolve with the data. And that's what I was trying to do, is to always tell the truth on the basis of what the data is. And it was never deliberately something against the president. In fact, you spoke about my emails. You look at my emails, I never in the email said anything derogatory about President Trump.
Well, the true mark of someone is if they look good, even when their personal emails come out. So you passed the test that very few of us would pass.
Jesus Crow. Whoa, get a room. Oh, God. What in God's name was that?
Does her head pop out from underneath there?
Bro, this is a family show. We can't. Oh.
Well, the true mark of someone is if they look good, even when their personal emails come out. So you passed the test that very few of us would pass. Dr. Anthony Fauci, thank you.
This is journalism now? This is considered journalism? You know, all the liberals are like high-fiving each other at the coffee shop. Bro.
Yeah.
We knew he was awesome.
What, dude? They're
Are you fucking kidding
Twitter,
me? Are you kidding me?
On Twitter, they're accepting this as like, yeah, you know what? That was a good response.
Are you kidding me?
That
Where's the
was
beat
such
button,
a
Jim?
good-
Where's the beat
hold on,
button?
We're gonna hold on.
Are you?
Hold on. This shit
Jim,
work right here.
there you go. Jim, are you seriously? These mother.
It's
Like, really? This is
it's a streaming issue. Hold on, it was a streaming issue.
Oh, we probably got the stream cut.
we probably
With
did.
zero.
Good
job.
Too many buzzwords. Hold on, folks. We triggered.
We triggered YouTube to shut us down.
Are we back
We're
up?
doing
Okay.
the Lord's work.
Okay, we
just
triggered. We did it.
every day. I think we should read like a proverb on our show because we are doing the Lord's work on this show.
All right. So
Am I on camera 1 or camera 2?
You're on camera now. over
Okay.
here.
We are doing the Lord's work on GasLit Podcast. The reason we even started this podcast is because we knew that you would never see real news again. And that's why we felt compelled to make sure that you could get a reliable news source that'll cover real information. And this is
which is
perfect.
why you should subscribe to The Blaze and
This is why you should subscribe to
not watch this show.
This is why you should subscribe to Blaze TV.
Daily
Get a
Wire.
Daily Wire subscription and send money to Jim's GoFundMe page.
Hey, we're just here. We're just covering everything that gets seeped in between, stuck between the sofa.
Yeah.
and nobody wants to talk about.
But we
You know?
talk about it
But we
because
talk
you know
about
why?
it,
We
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care if nobody watches. It doesn't bother us at all. We're just
right.
doing this for our own sanity.
So I have to say this just so we can set up the next.
God.
So leftist Twitter is like, well, Fauci's doing a great job. And
Excuse me, bro. We're impartial, bro.
yeah, the science,
partial,
right? Like,
bro.
oh my God, we're
We're
emails
apolitical.
the emails confirm everything that Fauci was saying publicly, which to some degree, yeah, that's correct. But it's like it's like if I cheated on my wife, right? And then
God forbid.
God forbid I cheated on my wife, and then I told her, well,
I kind of told you.
at least I told you, right? I mean,
Like I kind of mentioned it, in
Yeah.
passing.
yeah.
The other day when you were like, "Yo, have a good day at work," you were like, "Okay, I'm gonna go see my
yeah.
work."
So technically,
And then-
I was
So
I
kinda
was
like,
honest.
I was telling you
I
about it.
told you about it, right? Okay. So that's
My
what
day
it
off.
is.
I'm gonna go see my horse.
I don't even know how we can segue into this.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna
There's
I'm just
no
gonna raw
segues.
dog
There's
it.
no segues.
Raw dog it. According to Newsweek, China's state media says country must prepare for nuclear war with the United States.
What?
After Biden asks for COVID probe. That's right, John.
Great.
Okay. So it's funny.
All right, so now we're going to nuclear war with China.
Isn't it funny how we go to zero?
How did things get so shitty so quick? Gas is. Hold on. Am I on camera one? Am I on the camera? Okay. So hold on 1 second. I really want to understand this. Gas is at like fucking all-time highs. Okay. The price of lumber has exploded. So building houses is now more expensive. Groceries are more expensive. Just day-to-day life has become more expensive. Still half the country is shut down because of lockdowns.
Yeah, everybody thinks we're racist.
Everyone thinks we live in a racist country, which is
We hate
the
each
most
other.
farthest thing from the truth. The country's divided into two factions, right? People with sense and people who have no sense. And I don't care what your political stance is on that. Like, you just figure stuff out, on your own. China is murdering people, okay, in their country while we're over here standing by, letting it happen. Not even. We don't even speak out against the fact that they're arming themselves and creating the largest navy in the world so that they could go take their island of Taiwan back.
And here we are now.
And now here we are at the crossroads, at the preface.
I don't even. This is not even peak.
Preface?
No.
Where are we?
The
How do you-
precipice.
The precipice. We're at the precipice. I can't even say it. I'm so tongue-tied because we have aliens that are landing their spaceships underground, but we don't have nothing to worry about because the Chinese military is now got fucking tank-toting seamen ready to fire. And we're on the verge of nuclear warfare with these people.
Yeah, and according to Newsweek,
What is
Xijin,
going on?
the editor of the Chinese state-run newspaper, The Global Times, considers enhancing China's nuclear program as being vital to the country's strategic deterrence. The increasingly confrontational rhetoric and military maneuvers coming out of the two countries have raised concerns about potential war. Quote, "We must be prepared for an intense showdown between China and the U.S., he wrote. The number of China's nuclear warheads must reach the quantity that makes the U.S. elite shiver should they entertain the idea of engaging in a military confrontation in China." They're just asking for a review of what happened in Wuhan. Hey, can we see your lab? Nuclear war.
We need more nuclear power.
Okay.
How many do the Americans have? Make double now.
So is it?
I don't care how many baby fingers we need to use. Let's do it.
So is it weird that the Fauci emails dropped
Nothing
today?
is weird. When we can't get iPhones next year because all those factories are going to be working on building nuclear warheads.
So the Fauci emails
iPhone
dropped
13
today.
coming in 3 years because China needs
After we
to
take over.
Yeah, China Foxconn
World
is going to be working on building nuclear warheads.
We need more science suicide
Good
nets.
God.
All right.
Yeah. If
Well-
you're not concerned yet, America,
Well, the good thing is that we have.
you know who's laughing right now?
Who?
Australia.
Why? Because they're upside down.
Yeah. They're upside down and they're
The
like
blood's
they're
getting
just
to their head.
laughing. They're laughing at everybody. They're
Well,
just like, haha.
the good thing is that
you
we have
idiots.
a strong federal government, right? That wants to take care of the United States, right?
Well, we have a military full of pregnant space suit wearing.
Well, the president.
pilots.
Well, the president's strong against these kinds of attacks, right? Whether they're threats or whether that they're
course
Russian
he is.
hackers or whether
course
there
he
is
is.
Attackers based in Russia have disrupted American gas supplies and American meat supplies. Why do you think that these ransomware attacks have been rising since President Biden took office?
Well, first, I would say these are private sector entities who have a responsibility to put in place measures to protect their own cybersecurity. As it relates to why criminal actors are taking actions against private sector entities, I don't think I'm the right one to speak to that.
So total coincidence.
I think you could certainly go track down those cyber criminals in Russia and have a good chat with them.
The truth of the matter is, John, is they can give two shits. They can give two shits.
So they're affecting our meat supply. They're affecting our natural gas supply.
Yeah.
But that's your problem because
They're-
you're a private sector.
They're creating
What?
more nuclear warheads.
Sounds like personal problems, Jim.
Sounds like personal problems. Like that does.
You should arm yourself. You should get a double-barreled shotgun and fire 2 shots in the air, and them Chinese boys will go hiding back in their caves where they came from with their nuclear warheads,
Okay.
trying to post up on America.
Which brings us to our.
That double-barrel shotgun to teach them.
Which brings us to.
That's what I told Jill to do. Jill, you see them Chinamen pointing nuclear warheads at you, you just take a double-barrel shotgun out on the front porch and you fire it up in the air, and for sure it's going to land on a Chinese baby somewhere.
Make sure you sawed it off first. All right. Hey, but happy birthday to Jill.
Is it
70
Jill's birthday today?
70 years and you don't look a day over 60. It's beautiful.
Is Jill seriously?
It's her birthday today.
Is it? Happy
It's her
birthday,
birthday.
Joe
Happy
Biden.
birthday, Joe Biden. We're human, so
God.
we
The
can
fact that
put
you
the
have to
politics
up with
aside.
him- The fact that you have to put up with a corpse on a daily basis.
Oh, she
I
doesn't.
have some sympathy for you.
She
Joe.
doesn't. She doesn't have to put up with him. They put him in a box. As soon as they're done with him, they have him walk in and out of a box. Is what they have him do.
They put him back in like the pressure chamber. They're just keeping him alive. They're just
got
pumping him
MASH
full of
playing.
oxygen. They're like, you gotta stay alive for 6 more months. We gotta get Kamala up to speed here. She still hasn't been down to the border, although she's in charge of the immigration problem.
Dude, they gave her the responsibility of oh gosh. Hold on, I got it.
She's supposed to be dealing with all the foreign entities.
Yo, she said that that's not her problem anymore.
That's not her problem. So who's dealing with all the? Hold on, who deals with all of our foreign affairs now?
Hold on, it says. Okay, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Where is this?
Bro, she's not. Wait a minute. She's not even a press secretary. Where's
was
our new press secretary? Is she even giving any press conferences anymore?
No, she's not. That was an older video.
I know, but where is the new press? What is? I want to see news from the new press secretary.
Oh, we haven't. I don't think we have anything yet. Hold on.
Wait a minute. How many days she been in office?
It's been like a week, maybe.
But aren't they supposed to give daily updates on what's happening?
Hold on. Here it is.
Is nothing happening in America, Jim?
Hold on. I'm trying to do 30 things. Okay, so we said.
Do people not
really
have
quick.
questions?
Yeah.
Flop sweat? What is this?
Flop sweat. So National Review says Kamala runs from the border, right?
Runs from the border.
Gosh. Who was this? Oh.
In the week.
Today's report from CNN by Priscilla. I think this is the one that says it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Vice President Harris' team tries to distance her fraught situation at the border. Right.
This is CNN, people. This is not some fringe conservative outlet covering this.
Yeah,
okay? Hey, you liberals. This is CNN. This is your news. Okay? Wow.
I can't. I'm not gonna go through all this, but
basically what they're saying is Kamala
she
doesn't
gave
want
up.
the responsibility
She
of
gave
why
up.
all the immigrants are coming in. Okay, and passing out her books at the border is not working clearly. They thought they would just scare people by passing out the Kamala books.
Yeah, which ended up
and
being
beg
fake.
people want them to go back, but
just to be an honest
it's just
show.
enticing. It's just
It
all
ended
they're
up
doing
being
is they're
authentic.
using it as a pillow.
Yeah.
with the space blanket that they're getting. They just put the Kamala
just
book.
toss it in
They
the-
just roll it up into a big pillow.
All right, so you
And they cover
we're in
themselves with
luck
spice back
because
then.
voting rights was now put under Vice President.
Oh, great!
Biden names Vice President Harris to lead efforts on protecting voting
rights. Amen.
Sorry, Democrats.
Oh, that's great.
If she was anything like she was at the border.
All right, conservatives, if you'd like to think of a good place to move to, please share down low. What are we going to do? We're going to split the country in half?
I love this so much.
Are we going to
Oh my
have
gosh.
common sense?
I can't.
Or are we just going to keep doing this?
Trump. This is Trump's fault. Trump, GOP, giant
Is
conspiracy.
it Trump's fault?
Are you serious, dude? I hate this. It's like it's been 6 months. The guy's not allowed to be on TV, on Instagram, on anything.
But this is Trump's fault still.
But everything's Trump's fault. Like, dude, I hurt my leg the other day. Damn it, Trump. Oh,
it's that guy. It's the guy it's the guy who sticks the stick in his
the bicycle.
The bicycle. If you guys haven't seen, it's a picture of this idiot who sticks a stick in his own bicycle, and then he blames something else. Pick your thing to blame.
Let me see. Can we find one that just?
Yep. There you go.
Hold on.
That guy.
Hold on.
There you go. This guy. It's Donald Trump's fault. Exactly.
Oh gosh.
Oh God.
Okay, really
why,
quick.
Jesus?
All right, really quick. We'll just get through this last segment called "What the Fuck, Joe Biden? Are You Serious?" So you know how we said that he's living inside a box? Well, I like to think that they put him in this they put
In
a
coffin?
They put him in a VR set
He's
where
in a
it's
coffin?
still the 1950s.
I want to see the speech where he talks about how he thinks black people
Oh yeah,
are
you're in
not
luck.
fit for.
You're in luck.
challenge-
Wait, are we
Here you
back?
go.
Hold on.
This is recent.
Find today, when you turn on the stations, sit on one station for 2 hours, and I don't know how many commercials you'll see. Lay 8 to 5. 2 to 3 out of 5 have mixed race couples in them. That's not by accident. They're selling soap, man. Not a joke. Remember old Pat Goodell used to say, you want to know what's happening in American culture? Watch advertising. Because they want to sell what they have. We have hope.
I've seen colored mixed couples on the tally.
Every time I sit down with Jill, I see them mixed couples.
Okay, hold on. We're almost done. This is the
Says
last
black people
one.
don't have. Hold on, go
The
back.
data shows young black entrepreneurs are just as capable of succeeding given the chance as white entrepreneurs are. but they don't have lawyers. They don't have accountants, but they have great ideas. Does anyone doubt this whole nation would be better off from the investments those people make? And I promise you, that's why I set up this National Small Business Administration that's much broader.
Oh, they don't have accountants.
Can we
They
have
don't
a
have
segment
lawyers.
called Ask a Black Person, and I could call like my black friends and just be like, well, so what do you think about this?
Hold on.
What do you think about this bullshit?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. Let's just. end
Can we
this.
just have like a Ask
Sure,
a Black
we'll do it, but
Person?
not
segment?
today,
Okay,
but
not
sure, we
today,
can do
but
that.
Yeah, because I know you're not set up for it. But next time we're gonna do a Joe Biden clip, and then we're gonna do Ask a Black Person.
Well.
Oh my God, I'm sure some of my boys would want to like jump in and just throw their 2 cents in this because.
To recap, the media lied to you. They still continue to lie to you. Trump is bad. Trump still sucks. If you support Trump, you're a conspiracy theorist and you suck. Joe Biden's super duper not racist
And awesome.
and he's super duper awesome and totally
And the most
alive.
popular president of all time.
And he's super duper up to date with his race thoughts on race. Do we live? Oh, and China is going to destroy its nuclear warheads.
That's right.
That's
We're going to get
right,
bombed
yeah,
by
because-
China's nuclear warheads.
because-
Okay.
all right.
So, guys, what are we on podcast number? God knows.
66.
But are we on 66?
66.
Wow. It's kind of sad. That being said, stay classy, folks. Be nice to your neighbors, even if they're black. You know why? I'm just saying. Be nice.
Finish your thought, I guess.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Just because Joe Biden thinks that we don't all get along doesn't